Alright, welcome everyone to some Dota 2 Canada Cup. I'm Niz. Not sure if you were with me a little bit earlier when I casted some of the Saturday Dota League, as that league just started, and I'm going to be casting every Saturday for them. But part of that's still going on, so go check out that as well. But we're going to be casting the Dota 2 Canada Cup because that's what we've been casting for the past, well, I don't know, 2 weeks? Maybe even more than that. It's been a lot of games. It's been a long way. But we're at, this is the winner bracket semifinals. We already saw the first winners bracket semifinals between Summer's Rift and the North American Rejects. North American Rejects, of course, went on to win that. And the winner of this game will play them in the winners bracket finals with a shot at a trip to the grand finals. Loser of this will be playing up against Wheel tomorrow. So a reminder, this is a best of 3 though. It's not a best of 1. Just the losers bracket is the best of 1s. And I'm excited because these two teams are going to be good and fun to watch on 6.84. Both of them like to play aggressive. They like to go around and get kills. We've seen actually NoT today struggle a little bit in the early game recently. So it'll be interesting to see how they're able to adjust to 6.84 with the tempo kind of increasing in terms of the pacing for Dota 2. But we've seen as the game goes on, NoT today, making those better decisions. Oh, it's going to be interesting. I think, well, I don't know. I think I'm just going to sit back and watch for a bit. But if you haven't already, make sure you go and buy the ticket for Dota 2 Canada Cup. It's $8.99 in the shop in Dota 2. And that gets you a Sven set, gets access to all the replays and all that stuff. And then 12.5% of that goes to increasing the prize pool, which is now at $11,783, getting closer and closer to that $12,000. But there's only a few days left. Of course, we're going to have this match. Tomorrow we're going to have 2 losers bracket matches. Then we've got one more night with, I believe, the winners bracket and the losers bracket finals, to determine who we're going to have for the grand finals the day later. So I think just 3 nights, maybe 4 nights left in the Dota 2 Canada Cup. We're still trying to figure out what's going on with the scheduling, as you've got to adjust to all the team schedules and all that. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Let's just worry about this game first. As let's hop right on into it. For Boreal, they opened up with a ban on Chen, and then they banned Night Stalker. NoT today banned out the Centaur and the Queen of Pain. Then Zeus and Earthshaker were the picks for Boreal. Storm Spirit and Nyx, Assassin, the picks for NoT today. Second round of bans, Storm Spirit and Slark removed by Boreal. Spectre and Lion taken out by NoT today, and then they picked up the Witch Doctor. So immediately, we're seeing another high priority pick on the Zeus. Team's really liking Zeus in 6.84. He's been played largely in the mid lane as well.
10 seconds.
So we'll look to see if Boreal chooses to do that this game as well. As for NoT today, interesting that they picked up the Storm Spirit first overall, as he did get changed. And I was watching the patch analysis with Owie 2000, and he was talking with Blitz and Luminous. And they were, as they read through the patch notes, they were just going on and on and on about how this was the anti-Storm patch. And although Storm didn't really get that much change directly to him, Storm Spirit movement speed reduced from 290 to 285, and Ball Lightning flying vision from 1000 to 400. That's the bigger change, because you need to be able to see when you're Ball Lightning in to know if you're going to be able to, if you're going to have to jump out or where you're going to have to adjust your positioning. But yeah, there's a bunch of other changes that have affected the meta and affected basically Storm and everything that Storm is about. So interesting to see that NoT today choosing to pick that up. Blitz a little worried that Storm's going to kind of suck, but I mean, that's the only hero Blitz can play, right? But he's been playing it for a long time, long before Storm was a top tier pick. So I'm sure he'll be able to manage. But well, now we have the Phoenix picked up for NoT today, and we can get a better idea of their lanes. Is Storm Spirit most likely going to be in the mid lane? With the Phoenix pick, we kind of can guess that that's going to be in the off lane. However, the Nyx Assassin could be in the off lane. Either way, one of those two is in the off lane. The other one's going to be support with the Witch Doctor. And NoT today is just going to be looking to fill out their roster with their safe lane carry. As for Boreal, we've got Zeus, Earthshaker, and Disruptor. Zeus probably going to be in the mid lane. Earthshaker and Disruptor, the support duos, they work together quite well. So I don't think we're going to see an off-lane Earthshaker. And now Boreal, expect him to pick their off-laner here. As they are actually dipping into their reserve time here. Clockwork. I was going to say, Clock is...
Radiant team
to me, Clock
banned.
looks like a really good pick here. And yeah, they pick it up. Off-lane Clockwork, Dire side. It's good at picking off heroes like the Witch
banned.
Doctor and the Nyx Assassin. Doesn't really have to worry too much in the lane, laning against those support heroes. The Witch Doctor is good at harassing him back. However, if Clock is able to... It's almost like a rubber band effect where the Witch Doctor is trying to harass you and you're backing up, and then he goes to step forward, and if you turn around and walk forward, you kind of just keep yo-yoing almost, back and forth, and then eventually you may potentially get up close enough to the Witch Doctor, trap him in the cogs, and you can potentially get a kill there. You can't do that against a lot of other supports, but Witch Doctor's one of them, so I think the Clock should be fine. Even still, I think he's going to be strong against some of the heroes that we've got on NoT today, especially now that they pick up the Shadow Fiend, which immediately changes our idea of who's going to be mid, who's going to be safe lane. We're going to have to wait and see who they're going to choose to go where. Phantom Lancer, the final pick for Boreal, so they're going to park that Phantom Lancer in the safe lane and protect him with that Earthshaker and Disruptor. And, well, I guess they're looking to go a little bit later with the Phantom Lancer, as we've seen an interesting trend with 6.84, and I think it's great for Dota. But basically, it's almost like just teams grouping up and pushing, and it's almost like the return of the death ball, I think people used to refer to it as. And there's definitely the option to do that now, but there's also the ability to completely play around it. You can counter it, you can
10 seconds
you can sit
remaining.
back and farm, you can gank a lot early, you can
5 seconds
you can also
remaining.
death ball yourself and push and split push, and you can do all these incredible things with 6.84 at the moment. We still have to wait and see if maybe we're just all a bunch of noobs and we just don't understand the patch yet, and that will all change. But as for now, I
Prepare
think
for battle.
everything's open. It's open season 6.84, and well, we're going to have a hell of a best of 3 here as a result. But on the Radiant side, we're going to have NoT today. Playing their Phoenix is going to be Ifrit. Misko is going to be on the Nyx Assassin. Smash is going to be on the Shadow Fiend. Look at that swagger. Whew. Stinger is going to be playing the Witch Doctor. And Van is going to be on the Storm Spirit. Looks like the Storm is going to be in the safe lane, and the Shadow Fiend is going to be in the mid. As for our Dire side, we've got Boreal eSports. They've been impressing quite a bit recently. And NoT today, maybe been struggling a little bit. So an opportunity here for Boreal. But we've got Jeppins playing the Clockwork. He's been playing out of his mind. Pizza Dad, 37. He's been playing quite well as well. So is PK on the Earthshaker. Pizza Dad's on the Disruptor. I think I skipped over that. KVH playing the Zeus. And Angry Testy is going to be playing the Phantom Lancer. As for starting items, anything new? Well, we've got Enchanted Mangoes on Misko. Besides that, nothing else that's new. We do have an example of that change to the wards notice. There's 2 wards in the same spot there, and looks like we are going to have a battle over the first rune here, as Fidget's going to come out stunning Stinger. First rune is going to go to Smash, so both runes going to NoT today, as they claim both those bounty runes, and well, just a bunch of damage is exchanged, but both teams won't lose a hero as they'll just go back to their lanes. The one who got the lowest was Stinger, as he got fissured up there. Took a little bit of damage, actually quite a bit of damage, but he did get out of there unscathed. As for our lanes, it is going to be the Zeus in the mid lane going up against the Shadow Fiend, so as predicted. In the top lane, it's going to be the Phoenix going up against the Earthshaker, the Phantom Lancer, and the Disruptor. And in the bottom lane, it is going to be an off-lane Clockwork, using the Cogs trick there, going up against the Storm Spirit, the Nyx Assassin, and eventually, once Stinger actually gets his HP pool back up, he'll be down there as well. So advantage early on. I think advantage in this lane is going to be Zeus. He's going to do okay in the early levels, but then Shadow Fiend's going to start taking over the lane. There is the potential to gank this Shadow Fiend relatively early on, and Boreal's got 2 heroes that are pretty good at doing that. Expect the Earthshaker to roam around first, and then maybe the Disruptor to do it a little bit later. Nice little cancel or disrupt on the pull through that Pizza Dad was trying to do. Good play there from Ifrit. But I think that's a real possibility, roaming on the Shadow Fiend early. Zeus will be able to soften him up a little bit and certainly provide the damage necessary to kill him. Of course, once he gets level 3, 4, and 5, and he's putting more points in that Lightning Bolt. Bottom lane, like I said, I think the Clock's going to do fine in this lane. He's going to be able to get his levels. Probably not going to be able to get too much gold, but he'll be able to get a little bit. In the top lane, we've got a little bit of action as Ifrit's going to have to Icarus dive away, and then he's going to get glimpsed right back. Didn't even see it flying in the air. That's going to be our first blood. But the creeps get the last hit, so the announcer doesn't announce it, but I will. It's first blood. That wasn't very loud. There's a reason why Valve hasn't contacted me to do an announcer pack. We do have the bottom rune taken by Misco. It's going to be an invis. KVH making the rotation down there, spotting that it's gone. All of a sudden he's sad.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He's going to make his way back to the mid lane. Ooh, this could be bad. A stun coming out from the Nyx Assassin, followed by 3 raises, and I think we will lose KVH. As if he throws out a lightning bolt, of course he'll be able to see that Nyx Assassin, but he's got no mana to do so. And they've got to be going here soon, right? Oh, they're going to wait till the Zeus moves up a little bit. Invis getting kind of low. KVH is going to go back to meet up with his bottle, as he is expecting the Nyx Assassin to be there. And I think maybe they waited too long. Now they've got no invis on the Nyx Assassin, but he still should be able to pop out behind the Zeus. As will KVH break down that, oh gosh, the high ground. He's pretty much dead right now. Unless Smash misses some raises. 1, 2, oh, he did miss. Alright. Did I just jinx him or curse him or whatever? I think I may have. I'm sorry, all the Smash fans out there. That one's on me. Whoops. Alright. Well, crisis averted there for KVH. He can give me the assist on that one. As for our bottom lane, well, Van's doing quite well, sitting at just level 4, and look at the difference. Ifrit just about to hit level 3, a full level ahead already is the clockwork. In terms of our farmers, we actually do have Smash dominating KVH in the mid lane, 25 and 10 on Smash versus just 13 and 0 on the Zeus. So the Zeus actually being held down in terms of his CS, harder than I would expect. We do have some action on Ifrit here as both supports trying to bring him down. KVH going to come over and give him the zap. But now he's going to eat some of those raises. He's going to try to juke and jive Smash, trying to get the kill on KVH, who's bottling up. Looks like he will be able to get out. Yep, that raise is going to miss. Ifrit, I don't think he's going to be so lucky. Indeed, he will go down. Pizza Dad getting that kill. As that's our second kill of the game and the second death for Phoenix. Van's doing quite well as well, 27 and 2. Pretty much even with Angry Testing, and that's what you'd expect. Who's at 25 and 9, as both safe lane carries are going to be pretty much able to CS without any real contention. But Jeppins has managed to get 11 CS. He's 11 and 2 right now. That's much higher than I would normally expect. As Jeppins, gotta tell you, man, the last couple of games we've seen him play, he's been playing out of his mind. It looks like he's picking up right where he left off before. He does have to struggle a little bit with the fact that he doesn't have mana, and this is one of those things that kind of sucks when you're laning against a Nyx Assassin, is he's got that mana burn to burn through your mana pool, and if you don't have mana, that cogs, well, it just sucks, and you have to play safe. PQ making his way to the mid lane, maybe even making his way to the bottom, as, well, where's he going? Yeah, he's making his way all the way to the bottom, maybe trying to set something up with Jeppins. Of course, Jeppins doesn't have that mana, so maybe PQ is just going to soak up a little bit of that XP while Jeppins drops back, getting the XP. I would have liked to see Jeppins hang around until he hit level 6, but look at the creep wave. It's pushing right now. It wouldn't have been safe for him to stick around, so of course, this is a great opportunity for him to head back and go to the fountain. I expect him to actually walk back to lane here, maybe, because then he'll still have his TP off cooldown, and is he... Yeah, he may actually, he would miss out on XP here. potentially. But yeah, he's going to walk down. He actually didn't even pick up a TP. So interesting there that he didn't choose to do that. But expect him to maybe move around as soon as he hits 6. Might wait till level 7. But obviously the Shadow Fiend is going to be the prime target there for Jeppins. Going to quickly cycle through the heroes, see if we've got any interesting item pickups. Doesn't look like it as of yet. As well, we had a fissure come out there. Maybe they tried to go on Jeppins. Unfortunately, I missed that engage if they did. But looks like all is good and well in the bottom lane again. Misco still has the Enchanted Mango. Now Misco's gonna rotate through the bottom lane. He's still sitting at level 3, just about to hit level 4. He's been struggling a little bit with the XP. As both supports, frankly, on NoT today, falling behind a little bit in XP. Now they're actually giving Jeppins a little bit of space here. And I didn't notice the skill build coming up from Jeppins as he's 1-1-3 right now. So actually, that isn't really ideal for moving around and ganking too often. He's going to need a little bit more levels under his belt if he wants to do so.
Homing in.
Battery Assault is pretty much your bread and butter when it comes to actually getting a kill. You need to hookshot in, cogs, Battery Assault. That'll allow you to get some kills. PQ, gonna throw out the fissure there. Van doesn't really have much mana. He does have Soul Ring available to him. So he's going to try and run away, but he pops that Soul Ring and just gets nuked down. Good kill there from Jeppins. Misco is gonna get stunned up, but also stun Jeppins using that Spike Carapace. And oh no! Fissure misplays coming up from PQ. He's gonna eat through the trees trying to get him, but Smash drops Jeppins there with a series of raises. Now PQ is just going to have to back away, but we do have a TP coming in from Pizza Dad as he's going to look to trap Stinger in a kinetic field, and indeed he has, but Smash has just picked up an Invis Rune. This is going to be a disaster for Boreal as I expect PQ to go down. Never mind, the sentry was down. My goodness, obviously someone was calling out because they did have vision of that rune. And if someone wasn't calling that out and Pizza Dad just had the awareness to say, oh, yes, there's an Invis Rune there. Yes, Smash picked it up. Yes, he's coming here. And he dropped the sentry in that moment. That's quite impressive. Missing some kills, but I'm still worked up over the sentry and the glimpse back. That was a big play by Pizza Dad. Smash has actually gone for Hand of Midas on the Shadow Fiend. It's been a while since we saw this. It's been a long time. It's interesting to see if he's going to choose to still go with the kind of mech Yules build that we've seen people bringing back recently. I was talking a little bit earlier with a friend about Silver Edge, one of the new items that builds out of
top tower is under attack.
Shadow Blade. And I think it would actually be a pretty interesting fit on the Shadow Fiend. Probably a better overall option than the Blink Dagger, but that'll remain to be seen. The one issue with that over something like a Blink Dagger is you almost have to pop your BKB early because you're not just able to blink on in. So you lose a second or so on your BKB. PQ is going to get jumped on by Van, but he will throw down the fissure and he's going to get a double with it. Actually, KVH managing to get one of them. Not sure how. I thought the fissure got both. But we're going to have the Supernova used by Ifrit, and he's just going to get right-clicked down in that. It's going to be a three-man... Well, not a three-man wipe, but 3 heroes going down on the side of NoT today. Take a look at the show fight recap. That's huge this early in the game, as we're 1900 gold swing going the way of Boreal.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Now Angry Test even rotating away from the top lanes. He's going to jump on Smash. He used the Doppelganger, I think that's what it's called anyways, to avoid the raises coming out from Smash, and then with Pizza Dad there, they managed to get the kill and drop Smash.
Radiant's bottom tower
as the Peruvians struggling a little bit early on in this game, as we've seen them kind of struggle a little bit in the tournament so far early on, and well, haven't been able to rectify that issue. As 8-2 now for Boreal, and I'm going to switch over to the net worth. I normally wait right to the 10-minute mark, and well, we have already passed that mark, so I'm going to bring it up immediately. 4,800 gold is our leader, and that's going to be Angry Testy on the Phantom Lancer, but Smash is right there as well. They're pretty much dead even. Van, number 3, as he's going to have 3,900 net worth. And then it's a whole bunch of heroes on the side of Boreal. with KVH leading the way on the Zeus. And then Jeppin's right up there, 3,400. My goodness, how is he getting all this gold? Fissure's going to come out, stunning up Ifrit, who's going to try to Icarus dive away, but Pizza Dad's there with the glimpse. Thunder God's Wrath comes out, unfortunately not able to drop the Phoenix, as he'll get away safely.
Is under attack.
Let's take a look at our gold graph, see where it puts us. Just over 2,000. It was kind of close to 3,000, but looks like it's come back a little bit. About 2,500, I'd say it is, in favor of Boreal. XP, closer to about 1,500. And Misco has jumped into Vendetta. He's going to spot out Jeppins, but there's Pizza Dad and PQ. They're all the time as they're going to lay down the Static Storm in the kinetic field. They're going to get a double, but they will lose Jeppins, and now they're going to get a triple.
Dire's middle tower
As they drop Stinger,
attack.
Ifrit TP's down in here, and he's going to try to get a return kill. We did have a buyback from Ben, and he's going to jump in from downtown. They're going to manage to drop PQ. But will they be able to get on out is the question. Angry Testy now trying to right-click down Van. Was he going to switch to Ifrit? Decides better of it and goes back to Van. As Van completely out of mana is trying to bottle up, but he will get nuked down by KVH, nuking over the trees there. Smash once again Invis. It seems like this guy's got Invis runes all day long, as now he's going to be able to drop KVH. KVH almost getting the kill on Ifrit, but Ifrit managing to survive, but now he's trapped in the kinetic field. And he will go down. Pizza Dad getting the kill there with the Thunderstrike. Now Smash gets glimpsed back. Jeppins lands the cogs on him, and we're going to see Smash go down one more time, as that was a ridiculous series of events there. Lots of kills going on. Welcome to 6.84. When it's all said and done, well, fight recap's not going to help us. I believe Boreal came out ahead on that quite significantly. We'll take a look at our gold graph in just about 30 seconds or so while it takes the time to update. But my goodness, lots and lots of fighting going on. I'm loving it already. Smash has actually picked up an Ogre Club after his Midas, so maybe just going straight for a BKB. Stinger, just your typical support items. He has picked up a Gauntlet of Strength. We've seen a few people grab bracers, just kind of casual bracers as supports. I think he's probably going to be building towards an urn, though. Never mind, we already got an urn on Ifrit, so maybe it is just a casual bracer. As Ifrit picked up the urn, now he's got a chainmail as well. As we're going to see Stinger run into KVH in the dire jungle. Van's going to jump on in, and KVH in a little bit of trouble. Pizza Dad will TP on in, so will Jeppins. Going to throw out the fissure, landing the hook shot, and then the glimpse will bring him right back into a Static Storm kinetic, but he's able to walk out. I think Thunderstrike will still finish him off. Indeed it does. Jeppins and Pizza Dad. Oh my, I'm so impressed with how these guys have been playing. It's unreal. PQ now, he's retreating from Ifrit, and he'll run right into Misco, who will stun him up. But now I think Misco is probably the one who's in trouble there indeed, as the fissure comes out from PQ, getting the kill there. Will he tick out? Yes, he will. Ifrit getting the kill.
Haste!
Now Ifrit's got to be able to get on out of there, as Jeppins and Pizza Dad are in pursuit. Stinger's there to try and help out his teammate, but there comes the Supernova. The cask bouncing around will make it so that they're not able to right-click him down while he's inside of that, and he will be reborn, and now he's going to come back and fight. Putting out the Sunray, and now he's going to try to Icarus dive away, but there's no way out of that. Stinger is also going to go down. Jeppin's getting quite low, but he's going to be okay.
Thanks!
As we are sitting at 25 kills in 14 minutes. I told you it was going to be exciting between these two teams.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I need a little bit of a break here already, and we're just 15 minutes into the cast. But I'm not going to take a break yet. I can't miss this action. Looks like we're going to have the Storm Spirit going for his Orchid. So standard build there. Yules was kind of the other option that we've seen people building recently. We've got a Yasha on Angry Testy. As for Misco, what kind of progress is he making? I think Blink Dagger's probably going to be his next item, but we'll see. He's sitting at 850 gold. Stinger has picked up a cloak, so expect a Glimmer Cape. Glimmer Cape. There we go. Coming out for him. Ifrit has picked up a buckler. He's going for his mech. And yeah, we're going to see a Mithril Hammer come out for Smash. So BKB is on the way. Arcane Boots for PQ. Jeppins has Arcanes. Also has a Headdress, so he's going to be building the mech. Interesting to see if he's going to actually complete the Guardian Greaves, as that's one of the new items. I think a lot of people are thinking that the recipe cost for it's just a little bit high.
Bottom tower
But we'll see if Jeppins chooses to go for it. Stinger He's going to be walking away. He's going to walk right into PQ. Jeppins was looking for a different target, but he'll just hook shot back in and get the for sure kill.
Dire's middle tower
KVH has a vitality booster. PQ now up to 600 gold. We've got half of an egg scepter coming out for Pizza Dad already.
Dire's structures are fortified.
As Boreal's looking pretty good here, and I haven't switched over to the gold graph like I promised. I apologize. Wow, only 1,800. 2,000 now in favor of Boreal. I would expect it to be a little bit higher. Smash narrowing that gap a little bit as he drops the top tier 1 tower. Angry Testy now won't be able to stop them as both of them are going to TP away. PQ making his rotation on up here. Other 3 heroes from his team are all in the mid lane. As maybe the action slows down a little bit. I don't think it's going to last for very long. Smash going to be taking down this bottom tier 1 tower. Don't think Boreal's going to come down to defend it. They do have Glyph available. Jeppins is going to TP on in. Where's the Glyph? Where's the Glyph? Glyph? 2 health? 2? No Glyph. Smash gets the last hit on the tower. It's going to cost him his life though, as that goes down. I honestly think that series of events would have continued to happen even if the Glyph happened. Like, I think he would have been able to kill, smash, and probably get the deny on the tower.
Oh, look at it go!
But unfortunately, Glyph didn't come out there. But Jeppins has been playing good enough. We can't expect everything from him. We'll blame it on his teammates for not glyphing the tower for him. Van. Getting closer and closer to that Orchid. Already finished 1 Oblivion Staff. Just needs the quarter staff to finish the second. And of course, then you're going to need the recipe. We got the mech recipe purchased by Ifrit, but he still needs to build the regen hat. What is the name? Headdress. There we go. Complete brain fart there coming out from me, but BKB finish for Smash. As that's kind of for a long time, that was kind of your go-to item. On the Shadow Fiend, you'd get your BKB first, and that would be your thing. Okay, I got my BKB, now I can go fight. Until I get my BKB, I'm not fighting at all. But we've seen Smash been involved in a lot. He's 2-3-0 right now. Jeppins, well, he's 5-2-11. He's probably going to be 6-2-11 in just a second here. Stinger's going to go down. There it is. And we do get to see our first item for Misco, and it's not a Blink. It's not a Dagon. It's going to be a Hand of Midas. Bottom tier 1 tower going down. None of those heroes got in the last hit. The catapult, too good. Too strong. Ice Frog, please. Nerf the damage on catapults. Angry Tessie. Looks like Midas is going to be his next item. Smoke coming out from the heroes of Boreal. Pings coming out immediately as they were directly on top of a Radiant Observer Ward. Question is, will NoT today still be able to dodge? Oh no. They've been spotted out. They know exactly where they are. Jeppins looks to engage here. A Smash is on the high ground. He pops a BKB and lets the Requiem rip. But that's not going to keep Misco alive as he's going to go down. Jeppins, he's in trouble. He's going to go down. Smash now. Just standing there trying to act like a turret. Just throwing out a bunch of right clicks. But he will go down. Angry Tessie getting the kill there. And successful gank despite the fact that it was completely spotted out by this Observer Ward for NoT today. It was very difficult for them to dodge it. I actually think they could have just gone up in a way, but they were waiting on the top of that hill trying to go for a kill. KVH going to get picked off here by Van. Will he be able to get on out? Glimpse is available. He doesn't have much mana. Now he's going to get trapped in kinetic if it's going to be there. But not going to be able to help him if it actually just got the mech delivered. I don't think a mech would have kept him alive, but maybe would have kept him alive for a little bit longer. 24-9. Jeez, 33 kills in 20 minutes. We're getting close to 2 kills a minute. And somehow the items are still coming out. PQ buying a Blink Dagger. We've got Jeppins, who's finished his mech. Looks like he's going for his Aghanims as his next item, choosing not to upgrade for those Guardian Greaves. What's flying out on the courier here? It's going to be an Ogre Club for Pizza Dad, as he just needs his Blade of Alacrity to finish his Aghanim Scepter. Unreal. How are these players moving around, constantly fighting, and still ending up with gold? Obviously, there's been a buff to the way that gold works in AoE gold is Smash and has popped his BKB one more time as he's inside the cogs. Jeppin's going to try to back away, but he's going to eat 2 raises to the back of the head. Smash. Oh, he is going to get out of there alive. But now Van's going to go after PQ. He's going to get the pull off onto the Earthshaker. He's going to get the kill there. And I think now this is the moment where Not Today is going to look to back away. But Stinger's going to get trapped in the kinetic field. I think Boreal's not going to be able to follow up on it. Never mind. Angry Test is just going to re-engage. That's a dead Witch Doctor. Now Ifrit. He's on the run. Pizza Dad, Angry Testy, and KVH are chasing him down. Angry Testy was going to go for it, but with the Supernova coming out, they choose to disengage. Van re-engages, gets the pull off onto Angry Testy. We're going to lose him. Pizza Dad and KVH now trying to run away. KVH just blows up the Nyx Assassin, getting the kill there, but we are going to lose KVH. Ifrit just gets the mech off cooldown, and he's going to pop it at a very crucial moment there, and that's going to allow Van to jump forward after Pizza Dad, and he's going to get the kill. Holy moly. I don't even know. I don't even know who's winning anymore. This isn't fair. This is not fair at all. That was a 3,600 gold swing. Oh my gosh, PQ caught up. I forgot about the blink dagger. I was looking at the damn fight recap. He caught up with the blink, laid down the fissure and the echo, wiping out both Ifrit and Van. And that's 1,900 gold, that play. Goodness, and I missed it. I missed it. What a game so far. I gotta say, for the sake of entertainment and the sake of good Dota, I hope that this series goes to a game 3. For the sake of my voice, I hope that it's over in 2. Because I don't know how much longer I can take this. Jeppin's gonna hook shot in. He's gonna find a kill onto Stinger once again. Jeppin's 7-4-12 right now. Been a part of 19 of 29 kills. Participation really high for him. And that's probably the highest in the game. As actually 19 for Pizza Dad as well, as he's 4-1-15. Very impressive score for Disruptor. Misco will get glimpsed back. Static Storm and the kinetic field unfortunately will not trap him in. They will still get the kill there. Thunderstrike finishing him off. Van now jumping after KVH, as he's impossible to click on right now. As they will get the kill onto KVH. Well, not really, because he just suicided. Ifrit now will try to run away, but he's going to get brought back. He's going to have to drop into a Supernova, and Boreal will try to right-click him down. They will get it off in time, as Ifrit will fall. As now Smash has picked up an Ultimate Orb. Maybe going straight for Scotty. Could be a Manta, but probably a Scotty, I'm guessing, as his next item. Van. He's got a point booster. Maybe, actually most likely going for a Bloodstone as his next.
Do it with flair.
Jeppin's getting closer to finishing that Aghanim Scepter. How close is Pizza Dad? 700 gold right now, just 300 away from finishing his Aghanim Scepter. And that's going to be able to mute, or is it called muting? No, it's called break. That's going to break. I'm trying to remember the terminology here. It's complete opposite of what you would actually think it would be. But it's break the items for Not Today, so they're not going to be able to pop them or use them. Oh, Angry Testy. Taking a little bit of damage there. He'll be okay. Van had mana to chase, but they knew that help was coming. Jeppin's unfortunately just missed a hook shot, so they're not going to be able to pick them off as they retreat. Misco doesn't have Vendetta available to him. PQ laying down the fissure, and the Echo, and the Enchanted Totem to get the kill there. Just barely having enough to finish him off there. I think we still would have had a flare. Yeah, a flare just came up, so they probably would have been able to snipe the Nyx. Even if all those spells didn't finish him off. Looks like we're going to have a Diffusal Blade coming out from Angry Testy soon. KVH sitting at 6 charges on that Bloodstone. Jeppins just needs the Blade of Alacrity. Pizza Dad, he's got his. It's flying in on the courier right now, as he's going to have his Aghanim Scepter finished. Diffusal's finished as well for Angry Testy. PQ's just picked up a 4-staff as well. Lots of items. Lots and lots of items. Ifrit, nothing new since we last checked
Radiant's
in.
middle tower
Smash
is
still
under attack.
sitting on that Ultimate Orb. Stinger has picked up the Glimmer Cape, and now he's going to get hookshotted, as Jeppins has been hunting this Witch Doctor all game long. As he picks him off one more time. Pizza Dad's going to find Smash and Goes to glimpse him back and drop him in a static storm, but Smash, fast with the fingers, gets the BKB off in time. As they don't get a kill there, but they do burn one more charge of that BKB. It's now down to 7 seconds. Getting closer and closer to that 5-second mark, and it starts losing a lot of its strength as it loses 1 second at a time every time you use it.
Dire's
Scotty
bottom tower
just
is
delivered
under
for
attack.
Smash. So he's got that going for him. Now Jeppin's going to re-engage on Smash, but Pizza Dad will glimpse Smash back, so they're going to have to readjust their positioning, but still will be able to trap him in the cogs. Now it's a little bit of a right-click battle as Jeppin's... It looks like he's not even attacking. What was going on there? I don't know, but either way, Smash goes down to the neutrals. We'll have to figure out what was going on there. Obviously, he was disabled or something. Van is going to jump on PQ. We'll be able to get a kill here. Stinger's going to be there to heal him back up. Angry Testy is fighting Misco over at the top rune location. He'll get that kill. 2 for 2. The trade. Unfortunately for not today, Smash going down in that fight. Now, Angry Testy, he's not satisfied with the 2 for 2 trade. He's going to keep chasing. But yeah, he'll back away here. It's a little deep. They'll go back and wipe out these creeps in the mid lane and probably get some good damage on the mid tier 1. Will they be able to bring it down? I don't know. With the glyph. Yeah, there's no TPs coming out. The tier 1's going to go down here.
Radiant's middle
So we'll quickly take a look at the net worth and see where we stand. It's still close. Very, very close. 1,500 gold advantage for Boreal. 5k XP advantage for Boreal as well. Quickly going to cycle through the items. Nothing's been purchased yet for Misco since he's got that Midas. He's sitting on 1,500 gold. Smash, of course, just finished that. Scotty. Glimmer Cape on the Witch Doctor. What about Ifrit? Nah, nothing new. 1,100 gold on hand for him. Got the Orchid and the Bloodstone for the Storm Spirit now. Thunder God's Wrath will fly out, and that'll almost help Jeppins get a kill there on Misco, but he'll go down as Van jumps on up there. Pizza Dad got his Agnums, got his Urn, 300 gold. KVH still sitting on that 6 charge. Bloodstone got a 2,100 gold as him and PQ hunt for a kill here, and they're going to find Misco. And that's one dead bug. Van should be fine. He should be able to get out of here, no problem. PQ, still 4 staff and Blink Dagger, but that's kind of your core on the Earthshaker. You don't really need too much more than that. Angry Testy has picked up that Diffusal, as we saw it flying out on the courier a little bit earlier. He's now up to 2,200 gold. Well, Smash is rotated in behind PQ, slowing him down with the Scotty, but he'll be okay. And Jeppins is our last hero, as he still, unfortunately, hasn't been able to finish his Aghanim Scepter, still just waiting on his Blade of Alacrity. That's the item I'm thinking of. As we're going to get a pause here. And we're actually going to be waiting for the casters here, as I believe they were having some issues with casting in game, and well, actually having a voice going into the Dota TV client. So hopefully they'll be able to adjust that, but there's nothing here unless I'm skipping over something that would stop Jeppins from being able to attack there. It's not that the Glimmer Cape was used onto Smash so that Jeppins couldn't see him, because Smash was clearly right-clicking him. The only thing I can think of is there was a fissure directly on top of them, and he was stuck. He didn't have the melee range to attack because of the fissure. He was like right on top of Smash. That's the only thing I can think of. Well, Smash is our top net worth right now. Sit at 1,500. 1,300 gold for, 15,000 for Smash. It's going to be 13,000 for Angry Testy, then 12k for Van, and then eventually KVH, but frankly I think he needs a little bit less to function than some of these other heroes, but he's sitting at 9k, and it's that whole block of Boreal heroes, and then eventually rounding up the rear is going to be that block of Not Today heroes, and we're going to see Stinger using that Glimmer Cape to get in range to open up onto Pizza Dad, and with the help of Smash, they're able to get a kill there, but Stinger gets picked off one more time by Jeppins. And he's got to be setting records for single for kills on a single target, as this has been ridiculous. Obviously, he's probably not setting a record, but 9, 6, and 15 now. And now he's 25 gold away from buying that Blade of Alacrity, so he's going to finally have that Aghanim Scepter finish, and that means he's going to have basically a really, really low cooldown, so he can constantly keep hook-shotting that damn Witch Doctor. Ifrit has picked up a Veil of Discord recipe, so expect that to be coming out for him soon. And you know what? There's a lot of magic damage coming out for this Radiant side. So Veil of Discord is just going to help to amplify that. PQ has picked up an Ogre Club. I'm guessing for a BKB. We've got an Ultimate Orb for Angry Tessie. He's already got his Manta, so maybe just a Scotty, as that's kind of everyone's item of choice as a support, as a carry now. Jeppins hook shots on into Smash as he's going to go down here. It's another good pick off for Boreal. 57 kills.
Radiant's
31
courier
minutes.
has been killed.
Unreal. We're going to lose a courier. I don't know where that happened, but the courier went down. Was it in the middle of all those heroes? It must have been. All the dire heroes are here, unless the creeps got it somewhere. Yeah, courier was flying in there. Must have been flying into Smash to deliver something, but it had 0 worth when it... I don't know.
Radiant's
I don't know.
tower is under attack.
Let's move on. I've got no idea. We're just speculating at this point. Mid-tier 2 tower taking a beating. Jeppins hook-shotting it on the Witch Doctor one more time. Angry Tessie gets the kill that time.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And now in 3 seconds he's going to be able to do it all over again. Witch Doctor, you're going to buy back? Oh, he doesn't have enough gold.
Tower has fallen.
I feel like now I'm just picking on Stinger. But it's not me, it's Jeppins. I'm just a caster. I'm just saying, calling it how it is, man.
Dire's top tower
Ifrit gonna get fissured up, and then he's gonna get trapped in that Static Storm and Kinetic. As Boreal gets another pick off. And this is just gonna help facilitate their push. Van's gonna jump in from the fountain and jump right back out, getting some good damage on these heroes for Boreal, but it's not gonna stop them from bringing down a set of racks. Melee rack's gonna go down here. Will they stick around for the range racks? Looks like they will. No, they won't. 34 seconds before that Phoenix is going to be back up. Misko is in Vendetta. He will be able to unload on Pizza Dad. That should be enough damage to allow Van to finish this off. Indeed they will, but right before Pizza Dad goes down, buys a Blink Dagger. No gold loss. At least I don't think so. No, no gold lost. Oh my goodness. The plays. The plays. Stinger has another Gauntlet of Strength. I feel like that's a more recent purchase, that second Gauntlet of Strength, and I'm pretty sure he only had one before. So obviously there was a little bit of miscommunication there with him potentially going for an urn, and Ifrit already building an urn. Oh well, it's not the biggest deviation in terms of items in the world. Misko is going to pop into that Vendetta. He's going to hunt for KVH, it looks like. As well as KVH in trouble here. KVH does have 10 charges on his Bloodstone, double damage bottled. And now we will see the Guardian Greaves get completed by Jeppins. And what this will do is still give you the functionality of your Arcane Boots and your mech. 250 health, 160 mana. So you get a little bit more mana than you typically do. But it's also going to give you a passive aura that's going to give some armor and HP regen to all your allies around you, which increases once that hero, or if one of those heroes drops below 20% HP. Glimpse. How the heck? My goodness, they didn't even have an award there. They had vision that whole way. Day vision's pretty good, unless there was a flare from Jeppins. I don't think there was, but either way, they were able to glimpse Misko all the way back. And this is going to free them up to take a Roche here. I don't think Not Today is going to march on over there and try and contest, as they're maybe better off just kind of farming here. Unfortunately for them, this top lane is pushing really hard in favor of Boreal, so they're not going to be able to punish on the tier 2 or tier 3. So Roche will go down. Angry Testy is going to pick up the
Roshan has
Aegis.
fallen to the Dire.
EQ still just sitting on that Ogre Club, but he's up to 2,200 gold. Expect him to be managing his buyback. So although he does have enough to buy his Mithril Hammer, he's not gonna buy it until his surplus gets past the 1,600 gold mark, maybe even past the 1,700 gold mark. Jeppins is invis, will open up onto Smash. He's gonna hook shot him from point blank. But it's not going to matter. The only thing that's going to matter is that he's not going to have the hook shot to jump up onto the high ground on Stinger, as Stinger's getting his revenge. Oh my goodness, Jeppin's going to live? Oh, Van, really? Oh my. That was the moment. That was the moment for Stinger. He did so much damage on the high ground with that Death Ward. How much damage did he do? 259. It was more than that. It was more than that. I don't believe that. We're gonna lose Pizza Dad. Fissure's going to separate a bunch of heroes here. Not sure if that's better or worse for the side of Boreal. Van's gonna have to commit suicide. Supernova's gonna go off. Angry Testy gets a kill on Namisco. And then Van jumping in from downtown on the buyback gets the kill. Ifrit also finding a kill onto PQ. And now Stinger. Oh no, he's in no man's land. He will have the Glimmer Cape, but that's not going to help him get out of there. They had vision thanks to the Lightning Bolt. Jeppins hookshots in once again. Doesn't get the kill. Kill goes to Angry Testy. We've got a Dagon purchase by Van. Oh boy. The kills are going to keep coming. As now, Boreal looks to push up onto the high ground, punish with some damage on this tier 3. They may be able to get the tier 3. It's going to be a little tight on time whether or not they're going to be able to bring down the racks. And with Van jumping in, they may not even be able to stick around for the tier 3. As Angry Tessie is going to get pulled, he's dropping quite low on HP. He does have Aegis, and he's going to have to... No, he's not going to have to use it. He's able to jump away with his Doppelganger. So they don't get the tier 3. It survives with 459 HP. But they do get out of there without losing their Aegis. There's still quite a bit of time left on that Aegis as well. KVH has picked up the Refresher Orb recipe. Keep in mind there was a change to the Refresher Orb components. It now requires 2 Perseverances. So hopefully KVH doesn't mix that up and go with the wrong items. As hey, Courier. There we go. Oh, it didn't buy anything. Angry Tessie has upgraded his Diffusal, added the Scotty and a Reaver. God, he's getting pretty big on that Phantom Lancer. PQ has finished the BKB. He's bought all the way down, so he doesn't have any reliable gold and no buyback. Blade Mail will now come out for Jeppins. His Van's going to get a kill up the top lane on KVH. As they both battle to try and get more Bloodstone charges than the other. 9 currently for Van. 8 with that death for KVH. But you can see just how effective it is. He's going to respawn in 2 seconds. He's right back up. Gem. Going to get purchased by Pizza Dad. He's going to be flying in with the Courier. And we're going to have a Route to Travels purchased by KVH so he can jump back into the action. Jeppins, hookshot to Smash. Traps him in the cogs. Kinetic and Static Storm are there as well. Smash gonna go down. Stinger. We'll just toss him the cast, but... Oh, Jeppins is gonna find him again. Stinger with the Shimmer Cape, or Glimmer Cape, or whatever the hell that thing's called. Gonna be able to get on out of there, but PQ is gonna jump on in, saving Jeppins. Jeppins so low on HP, he will go down, but Misko's gonna go down. Stinger once again with a good, well-placed Death Ward. But it's not going to be enough. GG is going to get called by NoT today as Boreal eSports take game 1 of this best of 3. I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so. It's going to be a good series. It's going to be a really good series. As game 1, one hell of a game. I wish I saw the total of kills, but it was a lot. It was a lot. We were pretty close to 2 kills a minute there. Standout performance, Jeppins and Pizza Dad. I was calling it from the beginning. that they were going to be playing well. They worked really well together, actually, throughout the game. PQ was there when he needed to be, though. Angry Testy did your typical job as a carry, doing everything right, playing around the space that your team is creating you, not really making any big mistakes, finished 11-1 and 10. KVH didn't do too bad in the mid lane either, fell behind a little bit early on against Smash, but recovered nicely. As for NoT today, I don't know. It just didn't seem to work for them early, and I felt they were scrambling early on. Although they didn't really fall behind that much. Gold made it was only about 3,000 gold, I think, for a big amount of time, large amount of time. But as a spectator watching it, and I think probably as a player in the game, I think you would have expected that Boreal would have been farther ahead, or at least that's probably how it felt for NoT today. And they kind of struggled, as Stinger constantly getting picked off. He actually died 10 times, so he finished 2-10 and 8, and it felt like he was dying over and over and over again. But Misko actually died 12 times. Smash 8 times, Ifrit and Van both 9 times each. It wasn't that Stinger was dying way more than everyone else. That's just how much these heroes on NoT today died. It's actually quite ridiculous when you look at the endgame score. But that's going to wrap it up for this game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that game, and hopefully you're going to stick around for Game 2 and maybe even Game 3 if we're going to get there. Once again, I was Niz with the play-by-play. If you enjoyed my cast, make sure you hit that follow button below on twitch.tv/NizCast. Also hit me up on Twitter at NizCast and youtube.com/NizCast, where I'll be uploading all the VODs, especially this one. Also, make sure you check out the in-game ticket for the Dota 2 Canada Cup. I'm going to throw it to music, and we'll be back in some time between 5 and 10 minutes probably for our next game. Don't go anywhere.